October is Fire Safety Month, and the Lansing Fire Department is giving us some tips and reminders to keep in mind to keep us safe.
Yeah, and these can be anything from simply checking your batteries on your smoke detector. So little things, but are obviously very important in the long run. So check out the other things you can do in your home to keep you and your family protected in case of a fire.
Fire Safety Month started as a single day and it grew into a week, and now we just consider the whole month of October Fire Safety Month. And it's important because it gives us a chance to get out in the community. We get into the classrooms, we do fire safety classes for the students because they're back in school, and we can have an opportunity to focus on programs that have to do with fire safety.
Smoke alarms come top to the fire safety list for Fire Inspector Mark Berger. He says there should be one placed in every bedroom, outside of each sleeping area, and on every level of your home.
In 3 out of every 5 fatal fires, the homes that those fires occurred in, or buildings those fires occurred in, did not have smoke detectors. They're the single most biggest tool we have to prevent fire deaths. And there's several different kinds. This one right here is a battery operated one. Okay, and this one right here is actually hardwired into your house, and it's also a carbon monoxide detector.
You should check to see if your smoke detector is working once a month. Mark says a good reminder to actually replace the batteries is when you have to change your clocks twice a year as daylight saving time begins and ends.
The newer ones actually have a 10-year, some have 10-year batteries in there, so make sure that you look at that.
Having a carbon monoxide detector in your home is also important, as the fire department has been seeing more accidents with this dangerous gas this year.
Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas, so you cannot detect if it is in your home without a detector. It will alarm if they get into a dangerous, if they get to a dangerous level.
During Fire Prevention Month, Mark says now is the time to also make sure your home has a working fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguishers are our first line of defense in fires. If you have a kitchen fire, you'll have it somewhere in your kitchen that's in an obvious place that you can get to easily, and hopefully you can knock that fire down before we even have to come. These 2 fire extinguishers are both portable fire extinguishers. You want to make sure they're still good. They should all have a little gauge on them that'll say whether they're good or not. They usually last, they say, right around 10 years.
As we settle into cooler temps this time of year, Mark's final safety reminder is to be careful while using heating equipment in your home.
1 out of every 7 home fires we have is caused by heating equipment. Furnaces, space heaters, fireplaces. I just wanted to remind everybody to make sure that they're getting their furnaces checked, to make sure that they're getting their fireplaces inspected. And if you're using space heaters, make sure you're using them properly, safely, and use them according to the manufacturer's directions.
All good tips there. Are you going to bust out any space heaters anytime soon? Because it is getting chilly.
We do have one out that's like, it's a heater and a cooler, so depending on the seasons, we just always have it out. We haven't turned it on, like the heat setting yet, but I'm sure it's coming, especially this weekend.
Oh, for sure. Well, daylight saving time ends November 7th, so if you have smoke detectors that need batteries, replace them then. That's just a reminder. And of course, we're going to have all of these tips and more online at WRLX.com.
That's a good,
Studio 10.
Yeah, that's a good twice yearly reminder, is like, you know, when it's daylight saving, just go and check those batteries.
Right, exactly. You're checking your clocks. You know, I know a lot of our stuff is all with our phone.
Digital, but
yeah,
it's a good reminder anyways.
Yeah.
Well, Studio 10 is on the road today. We'll catch up with Stephanie, who's live from the new Greater Lansing Food Bank site when we come back.